hell for Memphis. Their last game, a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, they were just pounded on the inside, particularly on that backboard. That was a huge disadvantage for them.
Well, that's always a disadvantage when you get blasted on the glass. They need to do a much better job of getting inside position. And if you can't do that, it's going to be a long day on the backboards.
Barnes and Green are the forward set. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Ezeli in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Warriors' foul.
Boy, Chris Anderson, certainly one of the more colorful players we have in the league. Kind of took over where Dennis Rodman left off. A high-energy forward who can rebound and defend. He's got a tattoo parlor going on, too. They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Now here's Conley. Looking to end the run. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And Wright kicks to Conley. Carter on the wing for 3. That doesn't go either for Carter.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run.
And here's Carter after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
And finished off by Anderson.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
The offensive rebound out to Thompson for the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
And they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything.
Describe us as soldier survivors. Stay laced in the best, well-dressed with finesse in the white team.
Timeout for Golden State.
Timeout called the Warriors.
You know, another point of contention between every NBA fan is whether or not the age restriction is a good thing. Some want it increased, others want it gone altogether. You know, for me, it's a matter of whether or not you as a team feel that that player can make an impact on your roster.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
You'll do the knowledge to the master builder. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's the home of the Golden State Warriors, the Oracle Arena. We're live in Northern California. And, of course, Enes Kanter. Since he's out of the picture, the team will have to fill his shoes.
Kevin, I got to admit, I was caught off guard by this trade. I mean, he played such a big part for him. He was the last guy I expected them to move.
Yeah, but if you're going to make a move, this is when you want to do it, when a guy has basically lifted his ceiling. And so now it creates some other opportunities for some of your younger players. We'll just have to see how that transition plays out and how those new pieces fit.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. We've got Draymond Green. Klay Thompson is out there with Payne. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Gay in at the 3 spot.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
The 3 from Harden. And another 3 for Golden State.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Here's Curry. It's Durant on the wing. It's tipped. Stolen by Gay. Payne passes to Green. That one's off. Still out of sync. The Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Harden has a wide open look. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. 6 points for James Harden.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
Then the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Golden State's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Shots good by Durant.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, you know, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Here's Thompson. Offensive rebound. Short. And that one is stuffed right through.
That's a big basket. You don't want to let the game get away from you right off the bat.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. A 12-point game. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and causing a lot of turnovers, Greg, as you well know, means cashing in on those opportunities, which really can put a team in a bad way in a hurry.
And throw the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Warriors have gone a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Curry. 8 points for Kevin Durant.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Now here's Harden. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. And Varejao kicks to Curry. From past the arc, another three for Golden State.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Here's Payne. He's coming off a 16-point game against Houston. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, I had a chance to talk with head coach Billy Donovan. And my first question was, what's the plan against Kevin Durant? Probably the premier scorer in the entire league. He said, well, it starts with trying to keep the ball out of his hands, because once he catches it, you're kind of at his mercy. Guys, Durant's so long, he can just shoot over the top. When he does get the ball, expect to see some double teams.
Thanks, Doris. Now here's Jordan. Kicks it to Thompson. Jordan with a screen on Curry. 6 to shoot, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Here are the top shooters from deep this month. These guys have been raining down threes lately. 3rd is Carmelo Anthony. 4th, James Harden.
You know, it's really fascinating, Kevin, to think about how these guys are shooting the ball better from behind the arc than some players are shooting from the free throw line. I mean, that's saying something right there. Impressive.
And guys, I would have to say one of the most underrated defensive players in the NBA, Draymond Green. Might not be the case anymore after coming in second in the Defensive Player of the Year voting last year.
Yep, he might not look the part. You know, undersized, but you talk to the scouts and the stat geeks, they'll tell you he's one of the best in the game defensively.
Now, here's Thompson after the miss from Stephen Curry.
Taking a look at some stats for DeAndre Jordan. Great showing for him last season. 1st in rebounding, 1st in shooting percentage, and one of the great shot erasers in our game, providing the last line of defense. How about top 5 in the league for blocks?
And, you know, getting back to the fact that he led the league in rebounding, you know how hard that is to do? That's a great asset for a team as well.
And for Green, long arms, great anticipation. We talk about the IQ. Also the willingness to absorb contact, all part of what makes him special on the defensive end of the floor. How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
And, you know, now we have all these analytics, and if you look at all the advanced measures for defense, Draymond Green is one of the best in our game. I mean, and teams are better able to measure now defense with player tracking and the cameras. So I think that helped Green when the time came for him to sign his contract.
Wayne Wade's checked in for the Warriors. Westbrook comes in for Steph Curry. Now, here is 4. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Wade dishes to Westbrook. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Golden State.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
They need this. And it's Foy missing. And it's the Warriors' ball. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their capabilities. That's why they're one of the top teams in the league.
Stolen by Wade. And it's the Warriors on the break. Westbrook's got the ball.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Some changes for Golden State. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Russell Westbrook. Durant kicks to Irving. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense too.
Now, here is Foy. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Out to Thompson. Second chance shot. The shot is off, so Golden State will take it the other way. Feeds it to Barbosa. Irving from long range. Another three for Golden State.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Now, here is Foy. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And no good, trying to use the glass. Here's Irving. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The free throw off from Irving. Thompson outside, trying to get back on track. Misses the layup. Can't get it to go. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Warriors ahead, running away with this one. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oregon. And before the game, Carmelo Anthony talked about how he prepares himself mentally to carry this team.
It's easy. It's basketball. It's out there having fun. It's out there working together. You know, the biggest thing is the defensive end.
You don't hear too many players, Greg, saying it's easy and they're not too concerned.
Yeah, or talking about possibly winning basketball games. But I have a feeling he's more concerned than he talks about, and when he says it's easy. It may be for him, but it sure didn't look easy for the Knicks last season.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Fellas, the defensive pressure they've been applying has really been paying off. Turnovers and points.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Durant is out there with Anderson Varejao. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. When you think of James Harden, you don't think much about his athleticism. His strength, though, is exceptional for his position.
Yeah, I think that's his greatest attribute. His ball handling's good, but it's his strength. He's able to run through contact.
And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And then Durant with the jam.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
Gay with it. Now Anthony defending. Knocked away. Stolen by Durant. From deep three-point range. They get it back. Harden the pass to Curry. From deep. Varejao can't hit.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
And Harden is able to get wherever he wants on the court. I mean, he can muscle you, but he's also got that Euro step and all those moves that just lead. In a Disney.
And the Warriors making a change here. Westbrook's checked in.
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
Well, I tell you, I think his body control and concentration in the air are really unique.
While we have a chance, let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season. Number 1, the Thunder.
They had such a strong presence in the paint, just a physical team. They dominated the interior in terms of rebounding.
The 3 from Harden. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
You know, and Harden, you think about how elusive he is, but at the same time, he's a guy that seeks contact. I mean, he'll entice a defender to try and reach in, and a master salesman when it comes to getting those refs to blow the whistle.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
There's the dish to Payne. The Thunder with another miss.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Waiters. Here's Jordan, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
Now here's Payne. He's guarded closely. It's Gay on the wing. Here's Green, and an air ball on that one. Way off. And it's Golden State's ball. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Payne kicks to Green. Again, the miss by Green.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
From deep three-point range, Harden can't hit. Payne with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne. And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
James Michael McAdoo's checked in for the Warriors. Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Klay Thompson comes in for Dion Waiters. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. Last year, getting it done. Averaged 21 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he was their top scorer throughout last season.
Well, his teammates knew whenever they really needed a basket, just look his way.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Kevin Durant's checked in for Anthony. Barbosa comes in for James Harden. Wade, he's checked in for Steph Curry. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And Curry, certainly, Clark, a magician with the ball in his hands. He can really supply the terrific handle, razzle-dazzle moves, crossovers. He has it all.
He sure does, but on occasion he can be a little loose with it and turn it over some. That's been a focus both by him and the coaching staff. Attack, but do it with precision.
The drive by Thompson, looking to end the run. Gay can't hit.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Durant kicks to Irving. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists in the game. Oklahoma City has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They get the rebound. Adams. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Thompson against Wade. And here's Thompson from the arc. Know what? A dominating first half of basketball, and so far.
Carmelo, I know that Coach has stressed communication on the basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He ended up with 19 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. He put last game's performance behind him, doing some nice work in the opening period tonight. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
They looked like they were playing an easy game of pitch and catch out there. The playmakers and finishers were in sync on every level. The assist disparity, now that was big. Now that's the reason why it's a blowout right now, and they played well.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
They were not running an efficient offense. The shot selection has to improve. It's as simple as that. Too many guys working as individuals, not as a team. They need to work as a unit, Ernie. Move the ball.
So that does it for us. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show. Now,
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
How about Steph Curry in this one? He's got 19 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
And Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Jordan is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then there's Klay Thompson. And it's Payne in at the 1 spot. And the technical free throw is good. And the pass to Jordan. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
Hands of the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
Last year's Warriors and where they ranked in the NBA. A chance to check that out now, Kevin. First in scoring. First in assists, and they also were #1 in team shooting percentage, a very impressive offensive group.
And when you score like these guys did last season, it gives you tremendous confidence. Just play solid defense, and you can win games. And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, there's no doubt. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
The 3 from Harden. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 14 points for James Harden. Last season for James Harden was easily his best yet. Finished 2nd in the MVP race. Put up huge numbers with career highs in points per game scoring. Greg at more than 27 a game.
And also carried that Rockets team that dealt with a plethora of injuries, mainly to Dwight Howard. And 2nd in the league in scoring, I mean, narrowly losing out to Russell Westbrook, who just went on a tremendous tear the second half of the season. And then also finished runner-up in the MVP race.
The 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
They are wreaking havoc on them with the three-point shot here.
The defense has no answer right now. Even when they've gotten a hand up, it has not seemed to matter.
And he gets it to go.
And for Harden coming in 2nd in the MVP race, he had a lot of first-place votes, and nobody knew if he or Curry would win the award. In most other seasons, he would have won the MVP.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. DeAndre Jordan, #1.
He didn't miss many easy chances last year, and he made the most of the tough ones as well. What a fantastic percentage.
Outside Curry. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And here's a look at the stats for Rudy Gay. Good season for him last year. Last year averaged 21 points per, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
Russell Westbrook in for Curry.
This is a nice third-quarter surge here. They've got it going right now.
And a perfect time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half here.
Oklahoma City moving it around. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And for Harden last year, he could have easily have won the MVP, probably would have in other seasons. His big talking point for the award was how he carried the Rockets on his back. And he might have been the most valuable player to his team with the performances he had last year.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And it's the Warriors' ball. It's a 12-2 run here, good pace. Westbrook kicks to Harden. Dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his 6th assist on the night.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low-post defense.
For the Thunder, Adams, he's checked in for Jordan. And it's Foy in for Payne. Warriors have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the field here in the third, coming out of the break very hot. From deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Wade, he's checked in for Golden State. Kyrie Irving comes in for James Harden. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. McGarry's checked in for Green. Irving for 3. It's hauled in by Adams. And it's the Thunder with the ball. It's Thompson off the drive. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. And a great stretch of games here for Wade at the end of last. A great stretch of games for Wade at the end of last season. I mean, he turned back the clock, if you will, for a while and really helped carry this Heat team.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Irving for 3. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And the Warriors making a change here. McAdoo's checked in.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Waiters with a screen on Irving. Dishes it to Waiters. 1:56 left to play here in the third. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Thompson for the triple. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. While we have the chance, we like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. The Warriors, number 1.
Now, they've been playing an exciting brand of basketball during that time. I mean, taking every chance to get out in the open floor.
On its way from Irving for 2. And another basket for Golden State. There's 1:38 left in the third quarter. Foy with it. He's picked up by Irving. Trying to get back on track. And it's Foy missing. Golden State's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Outside Irving. Off target from outside. Thunder have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Foy dishes to Adams. Durant with the steal. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Durant. And that's now 24 points for Kyrie Irving. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for the Warriors. The Thunder also changing it up. Gay comes in for Waiters. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Thompson. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And checking out some numbers for Irving. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged 21 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Last year wasn't his best, but he's looking for a bounce-back campaign this season.
Hey, listen, you know, everybody goes through rough patches in their careers, but this guy is highly motivated to make amends.
Stephen Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors.
Boy, I love to see D-Wade shoot the ball.
Now Foy. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard, and too long on the shot.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
And good on the basket. Look it.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And so he hits the technical free throw. There's 14 seconds left in the third. Here's Payne. From outside the arc, the shot is off. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Warriors on top, delivering the blowout. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And for the Warriors, they're shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Anthony is out there with Rush. Then there's Ian Clark. Then there's Barbosa. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Now here's Payne. Tight defense on him. Stolen away. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Anthony, the pass to Clark. No one near him. Again, Golden State.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
Barbosa with the steal. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
It doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
McAdoo is checked in for Anthony.
And where would these guys be without all the easy points off these turnovers?
Boy, it's made matters a lot easier for him offensively, Greg.
Now, here is Foy. 6 on the shot clock. It's deflected, but they'll get another chance. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Ian Clark. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And on the way from Irving for 3, another 3 for Golden State.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And Singler kicks to Morrow. Shot clock at 5. Here's Collison. Collison with another miss. And it's Golden State's ball. They've gone on a 13-0 run. Irving drives in. Soft touch off the glass. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
literally every shot, partner. They just aren't missing.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
To the inside, and stolen by McAdoo. Irving drives in, and the call will be against Nick Collison. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Golden State moving it around. And on the way from Irving for three, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Irving's got 34 points.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
The Warriors have gotten all 8 of their shots in the fourth quarter to drop. Truly remarkable. And it's good.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
You know, they found the holes in the defense and really doing a great job of exploiting them.
Collison with a screen on Irving. Randy Foye is on the way. He's covered by Irving. Foye. Singler outside. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off.
And the Warriors making a change here. Wade's checked in. McGary's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dion Waiters comes in for Kyle Singler. Kicks it out to Barbosa. In the corner, Irving with it. McAdoo, the pass to Looney. Irving drives in, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Anderson Varejão's checked in for the Warriors. Golden State's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Collison with a screen on Irving. Foye dishes to McGary. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And he dunks it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Kyrie Irving. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Makes it off the glass. Irving's got 42 in the game.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
Hands with the ball out of bounds. Collison touched it last.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Looney's checked in for Anderson Varejao. Irving drives in. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Irving's got 44.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
Here's Waiters. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
To end the run. The shot no good. Some solid defense there from Irving. Sinks that one from the post.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire, and it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And now we'll send it down.